Voters are at ballot boxes today to select a new president. However, early exit results show the public have opted to keep the eurosceptic head of state, Milos Zeman. The vote, likely to end in a runoff in 2 weeks' time, is seen as a referendum on the 73-year-old Zeman, in office since 2013, who has criticized migration from Muslim countries and Germany's decision to accept many migrants in Europe. Early results show Zeman has taken 38.61% of the vote against 8 competitors, with his closest rival Jiri Drahos, 68, taking 26.58%. Drahos is likely to go head-to-head with Zeman in the second runoff if the results remain the same. So far, 99.8% of the vote has been counted. Polling stations closed at 2 p.m. local time 1300 GMT, and the final results are expected tonight. Getty Czech elections. President Zeman set to be re-elected in Prague. Czech presidents have limited executive powers, but Mr. Zeman and his predecessors have had a strong influence on public debate. They are also pivotal in forming governments, which the European Union, a NATO member country, is now trying to do. A win by any of Mr. Zeman's main rivals could mean that voices from the Czech leadership may shift closer to the EU mainstream. A former centre-left prime minister and backer of a federal Europe, Mr. Zeman has gradually shifted to positions criticizing the EU, echoing and reinforcing public sentiment. He has won endorsements from some mainstream groups as well as the Communist Party and the main far-right anti-EU and anti-NATO SPD party. The Czech Republic has a tiny Muslim minority and has seen few of the hundreds of thousands of people coming to Europe in the past years to seek safety from war or a better life. Like Slovakia and Hungary, the Czechs have clashed with the European Commission over the refusal to accept migrants under quotas set by a vote by EU leaders. Friday, February 24, 2017. Getty Czech election results. Exit polls show support for President Zeman pictured with President Putin. Mr. Zeman has sought more trade and closer ties with China and has warm relations with Russian President Vladimir Putin, calling for the removal of EU sanctions on Russia over its annexation of Ukraine's Crimea. To boost business, public opinion, the most eurosceptic in the EU, may also be affected by a change of tone from the top. I voted for Professor Drahos because I want that someone who will not push us to the east and who will not be a disgrace, said lawyer Maciej Gredel, 30, after he voted in Prague. Earlier on Saturday, John Simpson, a BBC reporter, told the Today programme that bureaucrats in Brussels are praying that the incumbent Milos Zeman does very badly. Mr. Simpson said the French, the Germans, the bureaucrats in Brussels are praying today that President Zeman does badly. In reality, both Zeman and Drahos will do quite well, but not enough to win outright. Getty Czech Republic elections. Milos Zeman is likely to remain in power in Prague. Since Brexit, Brussels has been claiming there is a strong feeling of unity among the remaining 27 member states, yet the Visegrad Group, Czech Republic alongside Hungary, Poland and Slovakia say differently. Each of the states has rallied against the EU and rulings made in high courts. Hungary is to be taken to court over its refusal to take part in migrant quotas, while Poland has also been accused of breaking EU rules. Since no candidate won more than 50%, the two contenders with the highest number of votes will face each other in a runoff round on January 26, 2027.